Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, featuring today a 1 vs 1 on Sturzdorf. By the way, this is going to be a long one, over an hour, so there will be no, pausing up and such. It will be very much to the point. And who shall be fighting right here in the ruins of Sturzdorf? It shall be Co. Fighting for the Wehrmacht. Co is taking on the fight for the 21st Panzer Division. Opposing him shall be Hellobananaphone, the man who has officially decided that sanity is for the weak and fruits are in. Fighting here for the United States, fighting for the 29th Infantry Division, going to take on those damn Krauts and show them what for. Points here being secured. Looks like Co is focusing rather initially on a right-hand side push, and Co really should have decided with something a bit more impressive for a username. So instead, I shall refer to him as Helmut. Helmut here standing up with the first Volksgrenadier squad. Points here being secured. We are seeing that Hellobananaphone is focusing out a bit more towards the left and the right side, a bit more of a spread out approach, whereas Helmut, less so again, is more of a right hand push, though with Volksgrenadier seemingly heading up here in the west for Helmut. And hopefully no one will be popping in halfway through the match and then go, who's Helmut? Who's he talking about? Dane, I demand answers! Who is Helmut? In which case, you should have, paid attention in the first few minutes of the cast. You dolt. Anyways, rifle pushing up here. Helmut's Volksgrenadiers are going to be a bit outnumbered right here, fighting on the borders of Germany, which were the 21st Panzer Division rather fought around the Alsace-Lorraine region, and actually did it quite well, in fact so well that the Americans after the war grab a hold of one of the commanders of the division and then pretty much asked them, how did you do that? We were really impressed, except for all the guys we lost, but still impressive work. Could you kindly inform us on how you did it and such, so perhaps we could avoid getting into that kind of trouble again. But here engineers running into a lot of problem, rifle pushing in against the Volksgrenadiers. In the meanwhile, we do see the pioneers continuing up here right hand side for Helmut. MG42 setting up, Schweres MG42 firing away. The gunner loses quite a flurry of bullets, unleashing death upon the Americans. The MG42 was actually surprisingly accurate for the fact that it actually shot off a lot of bullets, and actually a lot of, allied officers rather seem to think, it's a lot less accurate, but no, again, it was quite accurate, and that was partly also why reason they actually had it firing so many bullets. So with the first few, it was always guaranteed to kill some poor bastard. Of course, German gunners, the more experienced one, would usually also come up with small tricks to increase lethality. One apparently was quite fond of was 2 MG gunners. One would be firing with tracer rounds, and then he would fire a bit above them, so the Americans would think, oh good, we're safe, these Huns can't hit for shit. And then of course the other one would be firing without tracer rounds, and then all of a sudden they'd go, hang on, why is Hank on the ground? And Larry, and Bob, and Fred. Oh dear. And rather looks here that Helmut's Volksgrenadiers are winning the fight rather gloriously, although a bit low on men. Another Volksgrenadier squad here pushing up for Helmut. Hellobananaphone, wondering if his Bananaphone has failed him currently in the fight so far. Robney coming under fire, going to push for the weaker Volksgrenadier squad. A good move there by Hellobananaphone. Volksgrenadiers pushed back. MG42 reinforcing once more, missing a sniper on the way. So 2 Volksgrenadiers MG sniper. Again, very common for, higher ranked players and players who generally know what they're doing, though again you should be careful, as it is not really the sort of build that allows you to hold a lot of the map. It's one that allows you to do some damage in a sort of cost effective way, but again one solid push and you're off the map. So it's not perfect likely, though we will be seeing Helmut here taking up a bit fast. Yeah, sneaking up on the pioneers over here by the truck and this bus.
We're losing territory.
And of course the Opel Blitz is actually in Company of Heroes 2 as a unit you can actually use, impressively enough, except you can't use it to transport troops in, which is something I am really sad about, as I would really love to use it as a transport vehicle. But c'est la vie. But there we go, Helmut reorganizing, counter-attacking, going to push away those damn filthy Yankee gangsters, keep them off the holy territory of the Reich. and going here a bit harassment. So far the Wehrmacht is definitely advancing quite well. Helmut here being able to really, do a lot of damage with his force. Now funneling into a nice little spearhead and going to poke Hellobananaphone in his sides, I imagine. Possibly go for the jugular. Hellobananaphone, they're continuing with a full rifle start. Very nice, flexible. Again, gives you a nice territorial advantage. Can allow you to attack from several angles, do a lot of damage. But again, if the player, that is Helmut, can rather angle this sort of build correctly towards me, can actually do a lot of damage. Again, pretty much ensure that Hellobananaphone can't gain much traction. But we do see again the right hand side is now falling, and in fact we are seeing here that all that Helmut really has here at the center is, well, the very center of the map. These areas are now currently falling to the Yankees. He's definitely running into a bit of a problem. We do see the Raven up here actually coming in intense fire from the MG placed in the administrative building. Raven here retreating, hitting a mine as well. Helmut already having been out rather aggressively mining. That's good. That is very good. Guten Arbeit, Helmut. Wiring off here to ensure that units can't sneak in. Rush his MG in the building with a flamethrower. That's always a good method, though I prefer not completely blocking up. What instead I try to do is, well, angle it in such a way that he can still, you can also still move through it, but it's going to take longer time, and that time is going to be given to troops, to quickly get that MG pointed where it's needed. But that does mean this is a bad idea, but it's not necessarily what I would do. And for example, right here, I'd usually also play a bit of barbed wire about here, so you can still move about, but if the enemy want to go directly towards it, he'd have to run into a bit of MG fire, and more likely be hit. Sniper here getting a bit too cocky there. Fox going to get caught out in the open. Sniper quickly opening up, getting another yank. Robert took the bullet for his best friend Ralph. And then Ralph died next, making it all in vain. Anyways, Ralph pushing in against a sniper. Volkswagen's going a bit caught off there. Helmut needs to be careful. And there we go, he quickly beats a very hasty retreat. And we immediately see, in fact, that, of course, due to the utter lack of BARs or anything else like this, Helmut is not rushing yet for the third tier, although he could have done this. Instead, he's actually going for a pretty early Krieg barracks, and he's immediately reinforcing his troops with the more sturdy, solid, dependable Grenadier. Deutsches Infanterie, die beste in der Welt, and also considerably better marksmen. Small engagement over here, Volksgrenadiers versus the Engineers. The Engineers might actually win this due to the poor condition of these Volksgrenadiers. In fact, we see the squad leader go down in a hail of bullets to the grease guns. And these Volksgrenadiers are actually in a pretty poor condition. He might want to hand out a medic pack, but he does not have it, nor does he have veterans. So in this case, these Volksgrenadiers will actually be a little less combat and effective until he can get them healed somehow. In that sense, they can actually be very easy veterancy for his opponents. Pack now following up here. Grenadiers with the Panzergrenadiers, clearly worried about allied armoured cars. In fact, we are seeing Hellobananaphone rushing straight for it as well. So in that sense, Helmut rather successfully predicted, of course, what would happen from his opponent again, figuring out, well, what is he getting, what isn't he getting. And again, if there's no early upgrades for the rifle, there's grenades, BARs, sticky bombs, and of course sticky bombs you can't really see, but still, none of that. You're likely seeing an opponent who's going for armoured cars, and if you're not seeing even armoured cars for some time, he's likely then going for a tank depot. And now, of course, we see here a bit the problem with this sort of build order and strategy thus that Helmut is applying. Again, he can't really hold a lot of territory. I mean, in fact, we are see that Mr. Bananaphone, the fruitastic Yank, is securing most of the map, and in fact most of the vital resource points, so that's actually a bit of a problem at the moment for Helmut, but at the same time though he's holding a nice small fortified square of the map, but at the same time he will be a bit behind in the resource race. So that is something he has to consider, and we do see here that Helmut is pushing forwards. We also see, oh, he's actually mined here, an American player actually somehow missed it. That's impressive. But central victory point being secured. Reifman here taking a bullet. And there we go, first Greyhound is out. We do have Panzergrenadiers, we do have a pack, but they're all pointing in the wrong direction except the Panzergrenadiers, which just so happens to be in the right place. The Greyhound moves in, and just in time to actually get the armoured skirt upgrade. That could have been a very nasty encounter with the Raketenpanzerbüchse there. And there we go, Raven pushing up. There's nothing here to prevent, but there we go, MG42 opening up, getting the Engineers perhaps. Mine goes off somewhere, but I don't know where. Greyhound continues to press, so the MD-42 needs to get away. Get out of the right window. No, he chose the wrong. He just right-clicked. No. There's a slight trick, though, to getting troops out of buildings successfully. You need to manually select the unit there and then click the unload button. And then you need to do it in the side you want to do it in. And of course, in Company 2, it's actually been made much simpler. You basically just need to click the unit, then right-click the side where you want to exit. And then they actually leave it. Same applies to vehicles. It's actually a much simpler process, and also once that gives you a bit more specificity in where you actually want your troops to pop out. So that's definitely a bit helpful. Sniper continues. We see Rifle pushing in there. A bit of a weak push there by Helmut in an attempt, of course, to throw back the Americans. He overextended the Sniper for that matter, and it was very close to losing him, but of course he was quick enough to retreat. Veterans, he won up, so there's definitely something working out there. A few folks here seem to be could be very much in a pickle as we are seeing the Americans moving in, going to hit from several angles now. And there we go, mine goes off, losing 3 men, pinning the rest. The armoured car moves through, crushing perhaps Herman in the process. And there we go, opening up on the Volksgrenadiers. Helmut apparently just decides to keep them there as fire is now being poured on them, Rifle moving in. I think he wants to really render this point neutral, and don't sacrifice the Volksgrenadiers, don't do it. But seems like he was willing to. Bastard. And then we're going to need to put back. Another bunker going up. We already have a medic bunker, so this could likely be a machine gun bunker if he wants to hold this area. And in that sense, machine gun bunkers can provide a bit, cheaper territorial holding ability for the Wehrmacht. Which I suppose is one way of doing it. So digging in this small lumberyard area. A part of the west wall, which was a huge set of German fortifications bordering the border to France. With some of the bunkers apparently even, camouflaged as houses. And there we go, 2 armoured cars actually popping out. That's actually quite a rarity to see from an American player. He actually uses 2 armoured cars at the very same time. Rather interesting, can actually be used to quickly overwhelm, for example, a single anti-tank and other such things. And of course, just pour a lot of fire into the crowd. Also, Browning automatics are now available. We also see a minesweeper up. And the bunker here, it's not quite ready yet. And he has got nothing to really support it. Could he be getting a demo charge? No, nothing like that yet, at least. Pack sneaking up here. The Volksgrenadiers are definitely running into a lot of problems. Sniper doing what he can to keep American casualties at a premium. Grenadiers moving up here. Definitely currently here that Hellobananaphone is successfully attacking on so many points that it's becoming very difficult for Helmut to actually hold most of it. I mean, there's constant fighting over everywhere, and I mean, the German player simply needs to decide where does he want to hold, where does he want to fight. And there we go. The armoured cars are in fact now overwhelming the pack. The pack gunners not quite sure what to do, where to hit, where to point for that matter. But they need to keep moving. Keep moving. Hellobananaphone. Oh dear, being a bit cautious. There we go. 1 pack gunner down. Germans counter-attacking up here. Looking very close. We do see the engineers retreating right there. No, he's packing. Oh, he's parking the armoured car right in front of the pack. Just as the pack is cleared out. That was definitely a bit of a waste. He could have, gotten that pack. Had both armoured cars alive. That would definitely have been a huge boon against Helmut and the 21st Panzer Division. Now, clearly so far, it is just one of the Panzergrenadier battalions fighting, and not one of the more better equipped ones. So there's one of the with the armoured half tracks. Most of them would in fact have been equipped in trucks of different kinds, usually French, German, Austrian, Czechoslovakian. Although in the later stages of the war, they actually did a lot to try and smooth everything out, so they didn't have such a huge logistical train, because that was really a problem. That is, they had so many different trucks to maintain and provide spare parts for, which turned out to be a really, really bad idea. Of course, as the war passed on, those trucks even became hard to get on, and some Panzergrenadiers would be mounted on bicycles, some on Kettenkrats and other fun things. Right here, running into a bit of determined German resistance, and we're seeing a strafing run going in. quickly getting a few of the Volksguns and Grenadiers, suppressing and pinning, making this a much easier job for the rifle to overcome. We quickly see the Volksguns in fact retreating. We also see the medics moving up, and we are in fact seeing this has been upgraded to the machine gun bunker. Though he definitely then should fortify this area, mine it or something, so I mean, he can't just flank the entire thing and just clear it out with a single flame for a few demo charges. I mean, otherwise this bunker is going to be pretty much utter rubbish. Centre victory point being secured there. Grenadiers moving up the right flank. Note veteran 2. Armour quickly moving in. Pioneers could go down, but there we go. The pack fires away in support. Armoured car in fact could go down. But the armoured car successfully escapes and takes a victory swing straight into a mine. How anticlimactic. Yeah, we're safe. Yeehaw, let's drive away into the sunspot. And they were gone. We do actually see a half-track has been deployed in support now of the 21st Panzer Division. Engineers here getting sniped. A bit too late to repair the armoured car. Oh, they've got this a wreck.
Enemy unit down.
To which they have to reply, they're engineers, not doctors, or for that matter, miracle workers. After quickly moving up to support the Grenadiers, Sniper's going to definitely need a bit of help there as well. Grenadiers versus Airborne. Airborne doctrine has been chosen for Hellobananaphone. Grenades being exchanged. In fact, we see he's gone for grenades for his infantry. Definitely increasing the firepower of the Airborne. Pushing up here, Grenadiers pushed away. Half-track doing what he can, suppressing. Volksguns moving up to support Sniper. Firing unending bullets into the Americans. Getting more and more kills. 25 kills. Definitely a hero of the Reich. A Stolz der Nation. Another American down. Troops reinforcing. Pack slightly skulking away. Like someone with a huge gun and no one to support them. Half-track doing what it can, pinning and suppressing them. Nice work there from the half-track. And it turns out Hellobananaphone did not have the sticky bombs. Le bombes du sticky. And we in fact see here, oh, hitting a mine as well, getting in front of the MG bunker, taking heavy losses right there. Sniper fire continues to rake in the kills. But again, he needs something here, mines, barbed wire, tank trap, something, otherwise this machine gun bunker is going to be pretty much not that much of usage, since it can easily be circumvented and blown to bits. And that would make Fritz in there very, very sad. Isn't that right, Fritz? Yeah. Troops are reinforcing, no mines up, and we're in fact seeing the recoilless rifle here. Did not actually see it in service until 1945. By the way, but I suppose they wanted something else than bazookas for their airborne. The Germans actually had recoilless rifles as well, but they were much larger, sort of anti-tank gun size, but they were also largely handed out to their paratroopers as well. Point there being secured, point there being secured. Looks like Hellobananaphone is advancing in force. Getting supplied upgrades, that is good, that is very good. Half-track needs to be careful, Wo is die Support, die Unterstützung? Sniper helping up a few airborne who thought they were being clever, harassing German supplies, vital resources of the Reich. And there we go, we're just seeing a huge force coming in. There's no MG, there's only the half-track to hold back this force. And of course now, Hellobananaphone has the sticky bombs. Where's the support? Wo bist die Infanterie? Grenades are going off. Troops are getting slightly more. But we also see here that Hellobananaphone is just firing away with the suppressive fire, forcing the German defenders back. Half-track here suffering a damaged engine. Sniper doing what he can. 33 kills, but it may simply not be enough. And now the airborne are going to move in from the other side, going to hit that half-track, and there we go, the sniper quickly beats his retreat. Troops are getting sniped, and half-track down, Pioneers likely will go down. Grenadiers retreating, an absolute disaster right there for Mr. Helmut. And medics once more becoming target practice for Hellobananaphone's troops. Blitzkrieg has been chosen in response by Helmut, rolling in his Sturmhaubitze 42. And airborne running straight into it. and immediately suffering a few losses. But with that veterancy, it will be a bit vulnerable, to put it mildly, to the recoilless rifles of the airborne. And there we go, the sniper is quickly on the spot to provide vital assistance. Sniper König fires away, and there we go. The Scharfschütze runs. Oh well, the airborne runs. The Scharfschütze also runs after them. But we do see here that Helmut's forces are awfully spread out. The bunker again helps a bit, but again there's nothing covering the flank of it, so it becomes a bit pointless. Mildly put. Still going to need repairs. Quick to get some veterans one up for it though, that is a good move. And there's a return here to Helmut. There's a few pioneers listening about. Quick to try and once more secure that little defensive square. But again, once more leaving Hellobananaphone with most of the territory. Sniper though continues to do what he does best, 37 kills. At this stage he'll soon have cleared out an entire platoon's worth of riflemen. I believe a platoon was 40. Oh, that might be wrong. Well, either way, he's been killing a lot. And there we go again, engineers simply flanking. Again, that's but the problem. He needs something to hold that side of the bunker. Grenadiers here running from the riflemen. Nasty engagement here, holding up behind the half-track. Force nearby. Sniper continues, 39 kills. Grenadiers retreating. Veterans 2 for Hellobananaphone's riflemen. And there we go, Grenadiers Corps has been reformed, pulled out of their cots, told to man up. The troops that were wounded are now pushed once more out into the field. In defense of the Vaterland. Mary quickly suffers a brutal fate as the Grenadiers advance up. A Sturzdorf might go off, then again it might not. And there we go, Sturzdorf, but Panzergrenadier goes off in the well. Quickly causing huge casualties amongst both sides. 242 lumbers forwards like a huge Kruppsteel war machine, which it is. And there we go, finally mining, but again a bit of barbed wire would also be most appreciative, I think. Anti-tank gun rolling forward here for Hellobananaphone. 242 can be seen in the distance. Lots of supplies popping in from above, and once more Hellobananaphone pushes forwards and a large successive wave. And 40 kills on the sniper. Stu 42 blasts away. Quickly get some poor bastard. And another man dead. And a quick safety run, stopping the Grenadiers. Even he was also probably trying to get the sniper, but the sniper was a bit too far away. But the sniper still takes a bit of a beating. He is probably not feeling too well. But now the Stu 42 is getting separated from the rest. There's nothing to support, nothing to keep the airborne and riflemen away. Swift counterattack will be needed by Helmut if he wants to save his Sturmhaubitze. Sniper quick retreat. Stu 42 looks to be able to pull away. That was definitely close. Anti-tank gun rolling up as well. And we also see a bit of nasty harassment going up here. See that Mr. Helmut is out in full force. He could also at this stage consider gaining a single squad of stormtroopers and equipping them with assault rifles, maybe. If he is tier 3. And another Pioneer squad in some serious trouble. More anti-tank guns being pushed forward, and there we go. In fact, the Pioneers did go down. A sad and tragic fate. Rifleman advancing straight for the Stu 42, going to hit off a sticky bomb. Of course, veterancy 2 riflemen have an increased range and those things. So I mean that definitely works out quite nicely. And there we go. The Stu 42 has blown a track. It is immobilized. Nice hit, almost wiping out, and there we go. Veteran 2 rifle score is in fact lost there for Hellobananaphone. That is definitely a loss that will be felt. And a second Stu-42 has been sent in by Helmut, adding quite a little battery right there. Another quick strafing run stops the Grenadiers with a BAR. We are seeing more Grenadiers rushing in. Grenades being exchanged once more. The Grenadiers just taking the beating. But ultimately the airborne are pushed away by the anti-tank, and another fresh assault follows up in their wake. Determined to wipe out those Stu-42s and any weaker German troops as well. Definitely nasty stuff, and more veteran 2 rifle are fresh to push in. Sniper is also sent scurrying away. And another medic suffers a sudden demise. And there we go, rifle advancing in one horde. The Stu-42s might be able to get them. In fact, both have their jets fixed. There we go. And really nicely done there. Nice hit. Blowing up several rifles. Another grenade goes off, but doesn't quite do as much there. Anti-tank guns dropping down. Hellobananaphone. It's absolutely fortifying. And there we go again. The machine gun bunker on its own, getting knocked out by the anti-tank gun. This is definitely not working out for Helmut. He is absolutely overstretched. So much infantry and now anti-tank guns from Hellobananaphone's side. He could consider getting a Sturm army up and getting some Nebelwerfers or just getting mortars. He needs some sort of artillery measure, I believe, to sort of somewhat help against the numbers that Hellobananaphones are bringing against him. Bunker is down, the Volkswagen squad went down there inside the house, a tragic fate. And the anti-tank gun crew also suffered a nasty fate. 44 kills on the sniper, by the way. 44. A lot of resources here being flooded by Helmut. We might want to work something about that. Bit of mining there, that is good, and I'll just speed up this bit again. Figure you might want some of the filling out. Small assault there went awry, encountered a bit more heavy resistance than initially anticipated. And looks like we are going to see another bigger one going in there. Grenadier sniper Stu-42. Still a bit of resources floated. He could try and get some more veterancy for the Stu-42. That would actually be a good idea, considering the high propensity of sticky bombs and the recoilless rifles. Veterancy 3, in fact, would be very well, and that would actually really limit how much Hellobananaphone's infantry could do against his assault guns. And we in fact see a mortar pull forward. We also see a veterancy 3 rifleman squad. That is definitely very bad news for Helmut and the 21st Panzer Division. Stu-42 launches its howitzer round off, clearing out a few troops there. Another strafing run again, intent on catching the sniper, doesn't quite succeed. Mortar round gets off a bit of a nice kill there. Grenadiers need to quickly retreat. An MG42 would be very nice for Helmut to stop some of the more, larger wave attacks going in there from Hellobananaphone. Or at least some LMGs for the Grenadiers. Stu-42 running into problem. Second, Stu-42 needs to... Where is it? Nowhere, it seems. No secondary support. We see a Tiger has been sent in to support the 21st Panzer Division. Schwere Panzerabteilung 504 has been deployed, or 502, 3, whatever. Either way, Tigers have been sent in. We see some quick maneuvering about going in there from Helmut and from Hellobananaphone. But now there's a Tiger incoming, but Helmut needs to be careful, he doesn't need to waste it. Of course, could be the reason why he was floating a bit of resource. And there we go, airborne, immediate commander, fire, and first shot absolutely missed. Oh, that was lucky. I mean, they could have lost a lot more since we were pretty much all waiting to get into the door and like, I can't get the door open, Hank! No! And then they all got in and they only lost 2 of the guys, so that was alright. Except for the 2 guys who were lost. They probably thought that was kind of bad. Stu-42 here supporting Grenadiers and Pioneers on the right flank. Not quite doing as much as it could, I think. And a repair bunker up as well there for Helmut. That is definitely a nice and good move. Going to make it easier to manage all those vehicles and keep them repaired. Rifleman on the retreat. Sniper firing away here. Oh, sniper! No! Not the sniper! No, the 51 killed sniper is dead. He was such a good sniper. A tragic loss for the Swaziland. And there we go, Rifleman squad wiped out to a man. Direct hit from the high explosive round, wiped them out. No more, just a bloodied stain in the history books. Airborne taking a bit of intense fire from the Stu-42, and now the Tiger tank, anti-tank gun close to being within range, but apparently Hellobananaphone does not dare move it closer. Oh, these Grenadiers. Oh, no! Infantry 2 Grenadiers caught with a BAR, just caught on fire. And oh dear, poor Fritz just ran into the wall. Pfft, oh no. That was tragic. So sad. So many good men lost in this fight from both sides. But the medic bunker continues to keep Helmut's forces afloat by minimizing overall attrition. It also allows them to focus a bit more on other things like the Stu-42s and the Tiger tank. But the Tiger tank here is definitely needing repairs, in particular due to the engine. It is currently not doing too well. And let's not even talk about the gearbox. That's the problem of the Tiger tanks, including the King Tiger, was always the gearbox. In particular on the King Tigers, that gearbox was definitely not designed for a heavy tank of that size. We do see a nice push up here, and anti-tank gun wrecked. Clearly Helmut wanted nothing of it. None of that Yankee crap. Unless it shoots bullets. Mortar continues to provide close support, but not actually hitting anything. Except one poor bastard. But nice move in there by Hellobananaphone. And a medic station as well. That is good. Very good, Mr. Banana Man. Mortar rounds going down there. Fuel being secured here and there. And lots of damaged engines right here on the German armour pool. Another Stu-42 actually being launched forwards. Not entirely sure what he hoped to achieve with that, since it immediately coming under fire from the anti-tank gun. And there we go. Hellobananaphone sending in the airborne for a flank. He could try and run them up here. And in fact, that is what he's doing. Splendid. And Veteran D2 up for Helmut's armour. Bloody hell. Which actually adds machine guns, a bit of health from these, and the Tiger also definitely gets a bit harder to deal with. Veteran 3 will then be the final bit, and again will really benefit the Stu-42s against the airborne. The Tiger would also benefit, since its armour would be harder to penetrate for the rifleman. Airborne, I mean. God damn it. Or also the airborne, I suppose. A rifleman. God damn it. Anyways, Grenadiers moving up there. Mortar crew pushed away. Bit unfortunate, bit unfortunate. Stu-42 slowly rolling forwards, and looks like now, in fact, that Helmut is actually gaining most of the map. He's finally done it through the power of Krupp steel and Porsche engines. Tigers and Stus and Veteran Grenadiers. He might want to consider getting Veteran 3 for the infantry and again for the armour. I would also recommend him actually getting at least a single mortar or a heavy machine gun, something a bit, support weaponish. Bunker going up, he likely going to want to protect this with another empty bunker, but again, likely will suffer the same fate as the other one, since it won't be properly, supported. Grenadiers here reinforcing, point there being secured. Hellobananaphone mounting up for another assault. There we go, the Grenadiers quickly get pushed away. Do see a swift attempt at the grenade, but doesn't seem to quite work off. And an anti-tank and recruit. And the rest of the German armoured pool is not doing anything. But then again, there's so many anti-tank guns, they will run into a lot of problems. And so the assault continues from Hellobananaphone, largely unopposed. Though we actually do see this Stu-42 moving in, but coming under fire from the other anti-tank gun. But then moves up behind the house, going to flank it. Lovely, lovely. Stu-42 here doing what he can. Rifleman squad almost down. So little health. Stu-42 getting hunted down. Bit of problems. Grenadiers caught. Oh dear, again, once more we see that Hellobananaphone is successfully penetrating the lines of Helmut, and Helmut can't do much. And might lose a Stu-42 even, and again, no veteran defeat. Had he done with that, again, he might not have lost that Stu-42. And looks like this one will go down to anti-tank gun fire. Or something similar. But it looks like he was able to decrew that one before it was too late. And the Tiger's still in need of repairs. Nice work there, neatly cutting off the vital bits, denying a lot of resources to Helmut. Another anti-tank gun. And of course the airborne also allows Hellobananaphone to keep a more direct field presence, and again they can reinforce directly out in the field, so they're a bit easier to maintain in that sense. And of course Veteran 2 means they're going to be a bit more difficult for the Germans to deal with. And of course they still have access to grenades as well, so they do have some options. And there we go, in fact one Grenadier quickly goes down. Now recoil his rifle rather knock the stuffing out of that one. And there we go, Veteran 3 and a strafing run. Veteran 3 airborne, that is definitely bad news for Helmut and the 21st Panzer Division. And the bunker there went down as well. The bunkers simply don't do enough for Helmut. And the airborne now dealing with the medics. Troops reinforcing. We in fact now seeing a Panzer command going up for Helmut, hoping for something a bit tougher than what he currently has. That could work out. A Panzer 4 or 2 would definitely be helpful. Perhaps some little Kreuzträger to assist.
Losing ground out there.
Also rather looks like Mr. Helmut is beginning to run a bit short on infantry. Airborne continuing to reinforce in the field. Really working out nicely for him right there. And of course, once more gaining map dominance. Grenadiers attacking, riflemen from a nearby house providing support. Well, he's keen to find out. And a mine goes off. And a strafing run, adding injury to insult. Insult to injury. Damn it. The Grenadiers find themselves rushed off. Panzer Command is more or less ready. And once more the lack of infantry and support units is a bit hampering Helmut. Engineers running into a bit of problem with the Stu-42 Tiger, also ready to deal some proper damage, and Stu-42 immediately takes a hit from the anti-tank gun. Going for every single victory point. Lovely done there by Hellobananaphone. And there we go. Western focus there from Helmut. But exposing the rear armour of the Tiger to Veteran 3 Airborne, that was definitely not so fortunately done. Clearly not quite intentional. And we're seeing Knights Crossholder, the Ritter Kreuzträger, the best the 21st Panzer Division can muster. Ready to go in after this enemy.
We're losing a munitions point.
Riflemen need to be careful though, they could come under the fire of the Tiger. No, instead the pile of wood comes under fire from the Tiger.
Our forces are taking
And looks like the medic bag in fact could soon put together a squad. And looks like he lost a squad of riflemen. Thankfully none of his veterans are free, but still not good. Then again, the medic station will soon be able to reimburse him in that regard. And once more, Helmut slowly pushes forward, supported by armour, but again lacking in other bits. Getting an awful lot of Knights Crossholders. In fact, it looks like he's just gone for manpower blitz and is now just spamming the Ritter Kreuzträger. Also got himself veterans free for his infantry. That's good, but I can't help but wonder if not just also a few stormtroopers veterans free with the assault rifles could also have done a bit more. While going in after the anti-tank is going to clear out the more problematic bits for his panzers, and then he can follow up with the Tiger and whatnot. That could work out nicely if the Knights crossholders can do the job. And there we go, anti-tank and crews going down. Although we see all of Hellobananaphone's infantry converging, we're seeing a quick blitz assault going in on the veterans riflemen, and they're actually suffering quite immensely. Quite immensely. We also see the another veterans, 3 riflemen, already 3 squads of veterans, 3 infantry for Hellobananaphone. That is definitely bad news for a German player. Then a mortar round takes some of them out. But more Ritterkreuzträger, the medic bunker still stands, can still provide grenadiers. But again, we are seeing here that the German player is losing a lot of those grenadier squads outright. Quick to reinforce, quick to get out, but also very low now on manpower coming in. And a bombing run going in! Getting the anti-tank gun stuck in the alley. Well, that was a definite nasty surprise. And another blast evaporates a few more airborne, but they continue to be reinforced. We also see Knights Cross moving in. Looks like the airborne all successfully escape the wrath of the Tiger. It looks like while all this fighting going on, while Helmut is providing most of his pressure on the left side, he is with the Stu-42 supporting some pioneers, rolling up the right hand side as well, and also sneaking up there. That's good, that is good, but he needs to still be careful with the anti-tankers that can keep away the Stu-42 quite successfully. Knights Cross continue to take up most of Hellobananaphone's attention as we're now seeing another airborne squad coming out, and they're just getting shredded by the veterans of 3 Knights Cross holders. But there we go, with the arrival of 2 veterans of 3 riflemen, that is quickly ended. Stu-42 moving in, but he's taking heavy fire from the anti-tank gun. Could go down, careful, Helmut. Need to move up the Knights Cross and clear that one out. Instead, looks like they might get overwhelmed. Helmut does seem to have a slightly nasty habit of spreading out his troops a bit too much. And a grenade. That's not going to do much against all this infantry. Stu-42 lost. Grenadiers forced away. That did not work out very well at all for Helmut. That was a bit of a botched assault. That should have had the Tiger supporting it. That should have been more properly coordinated. And they really should have had something like either a mortar Nebelwerfer or the Stuka-Fuß. He needed some artillery to provide a bit of softening up before he went in there, guns blazing with the Tiger included. Sadly, instead he sent in some troops piecemeal, which allowed Hellobananaphone to handle it much more easily with all of his troops. So that was not the best attack there that the German player could have mustered. And once more, medics are just getting ended again. I mean, it's quite nicely handled. A lot of novice players will forget, shooting the medics, and of course some might scoff at it, but again, if you really want to starve a German player that sense, ensure this medic bunker doesn't come to much good, you shoot the medics.
Attention, the enemy advances.
And a few pioneers hiding up here. Shh, they can't hear or see us up here. And again, pushing forwards in a huge wave. More rifleman squads simply being pulled together there for Hellobananaphone. And Aspirin, and they're good to go again. All rifleman squad taking intense losses. We're just seeing him pushing forwards. We're seeing Tiger fighting away. Knights Cross moving in from several angles. BAR picked up. Oh, we could see a veterans of the rifleman squad go down. That would be dreadful. But no, looks like he might make it out there. He pulls off a Forrest Gump. And a satchel charge on the bunker. Clearing it out. Primary target achieved, I think, there for Hellobananaphone, but at the same time his anti-tank guns are quite exposed. We're seeing the Knights Cross holders going to clear them out, which should allow German armour to advance up a bit further. Of course, now he just need to deal with them. Of course, he might want to destroy them, or he could simply mine them for. So in that sense, when he tries to recruit them, he'll get a bit of a nasty explosive surprise. But he needs that Tiger up at the front now. and needs to just continue clearing out the things here. Come on, Helmut, schnell, schnell, vorwärts.
We're losing territory.
More Knights Cross Soldiers. I think a Panzer IV against some veterancy-free force tanks would be absolutely beneficial. And they're just firing into a small medic tent. Yeah, come on, boys, this is hard work. Shooting at tents with all their sandbags in them.
Losing a sector. One of our sectors.
I mean, this would be a nice spot for a bit of artillery right there. I mean, that would be devastating. Or a Tiger, for that matter, if it caught them like that. But no, Tiger has been dispatched all the way over here without any infantry support. And there we go again, once more, huge successive wave, just pushing away Helmut's troops, forcing him to disperse all of his troops again, or threatening him to completely wipe out a few squads. Not really working out there for the German player at all.
Supply lines are broken.
And of course this Tiger will likely get sticky bombed, or not. It might even get the veteran rifle, because apparently Hellobananaphone is not paying attention. And he could go down, he could... No! He runs through a mine, actually killing more Germans in the process, but he is still alive! That is one hell of a rifleman! And there we go, pushing up here. We are in fact seeing the German front line being utterly disrupted. The Tiger tank is getting fired at by the anti-tank, which has dropped in. He needs to completely get behind it now. But at the same time, of course, he has to manage the front right here as the Americans push in, threatening his very base. More manpower blitz. A Stu-42 might work here to quickly sort out that horde. And he can't seem to deal with the anti-tank, and so he's actually going to move further into enemy lines. This is utter chaos. The repair bunker is lost as well. He just needs to get some stuff out in the field now. Stormtrooper Stews, a Panzer IV, something. And there's a single grenadier here fighting against the anti-tank gun. The anti-tank gun is more likely to get, I think, the grenadier squad than the grenadier is likely to get them. And once more, a few Knights Cross Soldiers. Medics pushing in, and there we go. Really a lot of now pushing in. 4 squads worth of Ritterkreuzträger. Few men going down. Point being secured. Tiger being repaired far away from safety. Could easily be up, singled out and cleared out. And a nice strafing run there, quickly stopping the horde of Ritterkreuzträger. Well done by Hellobananaphone. And getting a Panther. I think Helmut here is perhaps, you know, thinking he's dealing with the right thing, but he's not. I mean, he's not got any armour to face. He needs now Panzer IV. And again, and there we go. The Grenadiers went down to the anti-tank, and just as predicted. Just as predicted. That was a bit silly. Come on, don't get the Panther. You don't need a Panther. You need Panzer IVs with veterancy free. And then, nope. An Ostwind. I mean, the Ostwind could also work, but the problem is, due to the higher propensity, of course, currently going on of anti-tank and an airborne, the Ostwind's rather bigger flaw, which is it has very low health compared to, say, a Panzer IV, means it's going to be a much easier target. And there we go, the Tiger tank is now getting surrounded as well. Not really working out for Mr. Helmut. He should not have moved it this far again, because that again means that he can pretty much more easily surround it, since the harder for Helmut to send in something to support it. And a Knights Cross Soldier squad went down. I mean, he's taking huge losses. He's down to a single Tiger tank and 4 squads of Knights Cross Holders. And in fact, there we go, the Tiger is gone. Mortar crew, there seems to actually go down.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Which I suppose is something, and there we go, the Ostwind Flak Panzer is out. And there's a return to Hellobananaphone as the match continues, soon into a full hour. And another Rifleman squad is reformed there. And I mean, just note how much infantry that he currently has. And he's soon going to get another veterancy-free squad of airborne. And there we go. Just 2 shots from those veterancy-free for airborne, and that thing is already down to half health. I mean, the Ostman in this stage of the game simply isn't going to cut it. A veteran-free Panzer was going to have a much higher chance of actually surviving any of this, and actually doing some damage than in the longer run. Troops here reinforcing.
Losing ground out there.
But again, I mean, there's just such a huge difference between the two players and their forces right now. And I mean, of course, Hellobananaphone's been having great unit preservation, and of course the medic station just makes that even better. And of course, due to veterancy too, of course, it will also much quicker get veterancy, and it won't do so much harm to him in terms of upkeep. So in many ways, working out quite nicely.
The Huns are taking our territory.
And the Knights Cross moving forward, Ostwind and another Tiger out. Ostwind, by the way, has not been repaired. And while of course it will still do excellent damage to the infantry, again, it has a much lower chance of survival due to the simply higher number of veterancy-free troops. And their Knights Cross Soldier Squad might almost get wiped out. There we go, another hit. Ostwind almost down, in fact. 6 kills, 7, but will it be enough?
Crowds are grabbing territory.
And there we go, the Ostwind is out of control. Clearly didn't pay itself off right there, I would say.
Enemy unit down. Infantry squad lost.
But looks like an infantry squad did go down somewhere. And looks like he actually lost one of his veterancy-free rifleman squad. That is actually a huge blow to Hellobananaphone and the 29th Infantry Division in its struggle against the 21st. Veteran-2 rifleman fighting Tiger moving up. Definitely a brutal match going on here. Another veterancy-free rifleman squad. Another one. I mean, he's got so many troops veterancy-free. I mean, that would be the 4th unit so far. And another sniper route for Helmut. Not entirely sure that's a good idea. Though I suppose it could help with the anti-tank guns. We're back to holding the 2 victory points, though it is definitely getting a bit desperate now. Fresh Knights Cross Soldiers rush forward. And there we go, the anti-tank and crew got cleared out, then the rifleman might be next. Tiger might want to move forward again, and we do see a fresh repair bunker up. And another squad of riflemen has been reformed. Sniper needs to be careful. Oh dear, Helmut, you're being... He's getting a bit too careless, a bit too reckless, a bit too desperate. So he's taking a few risks he shouldn't be. Simply because he's feeling the pressure from Hellobananaphone and his almost unending hordes of infantry. And another squad of Knights Cross Soldiers went down. Another. So much infantry lost right there. Definitely bleeding out a company of 2 worths of infantry. And another strafing run. And another sniper out for him. He actually got 2 snipers this time around. But again, he's careless with them. It is only working out nicely for Hellobananaphones. There's much more accurate infantry. Since again, as American infantry get veterancy, they become harder to hit, and they also gain, accuracy bonuses, and at the end they gain damage bonuses. German infantry, on the other hand, just becomes harder to kill. That's always been the difference. Overall, I mean, American veterancy is overall more useful. A bit harder, of course, it also has to be earned. But it rather seems like that Helmut here is a bit stuck in a groove, like a broken record. He just keeps throwing out Knights Cross Soldiers in the hopes that will somehow in the end result in victory. And there we go, Airborne actually taking a lot of damage because again they do have something which is called airborne armour, a bit like Elite, also gives damage reduction, but the thing is, Knights assault rifles from the Knights Cross Soldiers pretty much ignore that. And looks like another rifle squad could go down. We in fact see a full retreat going in from Hellobananaphone, having taken 2 severe losses. But ultimately what happens is that Helmut here doesn't really gather full effect, ultimately only gaining a small victory which he then can't capitalise upon in the most cases. And also occasionally ends up losing squads on it, which he can't really afford. In particular, not again the medic bunker or medic station simply providing again Hellobananaphone with more infantry, allowing him to keep up attritional pressure quite nicely. So that one is really paying off for him. Sniper once more, and he leaves the alley before the same fate that befell the anti-tank gun in the alley previously befalls on him. Mines being laid down there, lovely, lovely. Some players do tend to forget about mines in the later game, but still they can pay off.
Krauts have cut forward supply lines.
And a bit of quiet, so speeding up again. Since again this is a longer match, and it's a bit bloody hot here, so... There we go, Knights Cross Soldiers again simply out-hoarded, spreading out too thinly here. And no MGs or anything to support. And now 2 snipers again, Helmut simply trying to just get the sniper spam out and just drain the American player that way, of course without producing casualties the medics could pick up on. Tiger also moves forward, out snipers might want to clear up that crew. And that is done. And also note, Hellobananaphone actually maintaining his medic station, and then again another rifleman squad, really paying off nicely. I think he must have had like what, 4 or 5 rifleman squads so far put together. I mean that's just excellent. And a strafing run. Again once more trying to get the snipers, but again not quite succeeding. There was a time when it could be used like that, but now it's a much rarer occurrence that it actually kills a sniper, though it doesn't mean it's a happy one when it does. At least if you're not, at least if you're the German player, in which case you're probably a bit upset.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Knights Cross rolling into town. And clearing out the few engineers left. In fact, that will be the last engineer squad that Hellobananaphone has. Easy as bacon and cake. Who eats bacon and cake at the same time? Oh well, but we'll do again to the medic station. Basically, good unit preservation. Hellobananaphone simply has a dominating infantry presence on the field. And there's currently a bit of death knacking in. Helmut's force compositions really need to do some serious damage to it. And a strafing run, he actually gets one of the snipers this time around. The forces were 2 clumped together. One sniper gets pummeled, murdered, massacred. And we are in fact seeing once more that he is forced to retreat. I mean, he's also got some units, but again, you know, it's just so much of the same. And there we go, Rifleman just got slaughtered right there. 26 kills on the Tiger. 28. Veteran 3 airborne advancing. More units went down.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
Oh, these airborne could go down. That would be...
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Oh dear. Will he get the airborne? Oh, he did it! He got the Veterans Free Airborne. Vengeance was finally his. I imagine Hellobananaphone is a bit upset. Still, good lord.
Territory cut off from supply.
And then immediately he gains another Veterans Free unit. I mean, there's so many Veterans Free units here for the American player. It's quite unusual to see that much Veterans Free in a match. But again, it shows you know how much this is worth, and also you know how much good unit preservation is worth. Whereas, I mean, we do see here that Helmut is sacrificing an awful lot of Knights Cross soldiers, which certainly are helping towards Hellobananaphone and getting some proper Veterans Free infantry. And there we go, another Veterans Free airborne squad. Just as soon as one is dead, another one arises. Snipers doing what they can, but this is definitely a problematic trend for Helmut and the 21st Panzer Division to hold out against. Troops are enforcing, moving forwards. And another manpower blitz. More Knights Cross soldiers. Speeding things up a bit. Advancing. Another anti-tank and laid down there by Hellobananaphone. The Tiger just getting shot at. Snipers and Knights Cross soldiers doing what they can. And a grenade wipes them out. And now he's barely got any left. Again, it rather seems like that Helmut here is getting desperate. He is getting reckless with his units. And that is very much to the advantage of Hellobananaphone, who is then able to really capitalize upon the mistakes that Helmut is making and just, you know, tear through him. We see an attempt at buying more time here with the Knights Cross soldiers going after all the victory points, but it is simply not enough, and we quickly see that Hellobananaphone quickly rectifies that issue. Anti-tank gun sniped out. And Tiger with 40 kills. And a full-on flanking assault. Mostly now mopping up work here going in from Helmut. I mean, Hellobananaphone. Knights Cross doing what they can over here, but again we just see more forces rolling in, more Veterans Free units. As the victory points are being cleared out. And there we go, another Veterans Free unit. So many. So many. Tiger at 44 kills. He must be getting desperate now, which again is only going to increase the likelihood that he makes even bigger mistakes, even graver tactical errors. And there we go, the Tiger 17 rushed in, and immediately what we see happening is that Hellobananaphone jumps at this like a wolf, springing the trap from every single side. Anti-tank guns being rushed in, dropped in fact. Just troops trying to hit every single angle. For the fatherland! In the hopes that will protect him. Like a benediction or prayer, but at this stage Helmut pretty much ensure that won't happen. And that Tiger's likely going to go down, more units wiped out. And there we go, the airborne knocked it out. And there we go, game over. A brutal match. We saw some good early game there from the German player, but again, as things progressed, there were some problems. There was a certain lack of depth, a certain lack of diversity within his unit composition. Again, was very much infantry, then some Stus, but he never quite seemed to fully grasp how to use the Zeus, how to support them, how to position them, and he couldn't hold everything. He still tried. He had no MGs because he quickly lost out one and never replaced it. No mortars, no artillery. In that sense, his troops lacked some vital support. It never came, and that rather allowed Hellobananaphone to constantly rush through and cause complete havoc, because this was very aggressive play by Hellobananaphone, and it quite succeeded, in particular with the make station just providing him with more and more infantry. Had Helmut here, you know, gotten an MG, mortar, Nebelwerfer, Sturzdorf, or for that matter just some Panzer Force of Veterans 3, he might have had a better chance, but he never quite arrived. Instead, he rather fell through when he just tried to spam Knights Cross Soldiers to victory, which clearly didn't work out, because again, Veterans of the American infantry will tear through that. So that was definitely a problem in tactic and strategy. I mean, Hellobananaphone certainly struggled at times, but overall, I mean, he clearly knew what he was doing. He was clearly preserving his units, and as the Knights Cross Soldiers came in, certainly also wiping out squads, he also ended up feeding a lot of veterans. I mean, again, so many veterans of 3 units right here for the American player. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends. If you didn't, well, why not send a replay of your own. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.